Hi, good afternoon. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another issue of Curve Flattening Concerts, I think number 314. I clink to you. I wish you a happy afternoon. Kind of waiting for folks to pile in here. Orrin Bendler, first man and woman in. Hi. Kathy Marzik and Cindy Glorioso and Carol Pred and Deborah Leiby Clark. I clink you, my dear. And John Sprouse is here. Steve Davidson. Victoria Munoz on time for a change. You're usually late, Victoria. Sese Tud Hope is here and Howard Hobbs from Minnesota. Good to see you all, Charlie Bryant and Tom Dietz. And so far we only have Facebookers, no YouTubers yet. Pam Zappardino and Mike Verbeck are here. Great to see you guys. Just kind of, checking the feed here while people file in. Dwight Shoemate, who I just saw very recently, is here. And Tom Stackhouse. Hey, Tom. Nice to see you. Tom is an old friend. So I'm going to open up today with a request. Hey, Keith Shaw. And it was one of the YouTube people requested it last time, I do believe. And it's an old ragtime tune, which I used to play back in the day, but I'm ready to what's the word for it? Resuscitate. Before I do, let's plan ahead, and we might need the Halo Cam later, so I'll turn on the special Halo Cam technology, special secret technology. Hey, Janet Clough and Owen O'Malley down there in South Jersey. Well, I'm a rag. I'm a rag. Just a rag. I'm a ragtime millionaire. All you little people, take your hat off to me. I'm a ragtime millionaire. Mr. Hannah's gonna pay me $40 a month, and everyone else is gonna take my guff. Put me a sign on this garbage truck. I don't wanna make no fuss. All you little people, take your hat off to me. I'm a ragtime millionaire. Yeah, now some of them boys say I'm a-gonna be late, but I don't care, I got a 28. Some of them boys say they're gonna make me last, but all I gotta do is just step on the gas. And all you good people, take your hat off to me. I'm a ragtime millionaire. Well, I'm a rag. I'm a rag. I'm a rag. I'm a ragtime millionaire. All you little people, take your hat off to me. I'm a ragtime millionaire. the ball tonight. Make sure them boys treat her right. Keep her out about half the night. I don't wanna have no fight. All you good people, take your hat off to me. I'm a ragtime millionaire. Every tooth in my head is solid gold. Make them boys turn icy cold. I brush my teeth with diamond dust, and I don't care if the bank's all bust. Well, all you good people, take your hat off to me, 'cause I'm a rag. I'm a rag. I'm a rag. I'm a ragtime millionaire. Well, all you good people, take your hat off to me. I'm a ragtime millionaire. The Ragtime Millionaire, I believe originally from William Moore. But I don't know what the original sounded like. I can't remember where Actually, I think I learned it from the original, but it was like 45 years ago, so I don't remember. I think it was on an anthology album of some kind. So hello, more folks are checking in. Let me see, who did I miss? Michael Tierson and Bonnie Spoles and Tom Maynard. Pardon me. And Sando Bren. And, oh, well, thank you. Thanks for that, Sando Bren. I understand about sad times and how music can help. In fact, I'm going to talk to you about that in a second, all of you. And Jerry Fan Forever, who's actually Keith Shaw, just putting in a message on YouTube. And Bunny Barnes is actually, oh, she's in the car. And Claude Galinsky's here. Hey, Claude. Woo. And Toby Simmons. I'm not sure coffee is the best thing for your throat when it gets like this, but we'll see. And Aretta Walk and Ron Baker. And there you go. So next up, I'm going to do the original for today, and this is a tribute to three of my great influences, all of whom I met and got to spend time with. And the one right behind my head here, if I move, is the Reverend Gary Davis. He's right there. And the pictures of the others are over there. You can't see them from here, but they're all here for me. And John Hubner's here. Mike Tierson put up some info on the Ragtime Millionaire. Thanks, Michael. So this is called Cherished Angels. When I was young, I met a preacher with a mighty voice. And when he played the guitar, it made a joyous noise. Now he lived in a world of sound, for sight had been denied him. But he found a way the world could see the glory inside him. And he's with me now. He's with me now. When I pick up my guitar, he is with me now. He's sitting on my shoulder, and he shows me how. He's a cherished angel, and he's with me now. There was a man who lost his mind at an early age. He fell between the cracks, disappeared from the page. But if you'd heard him play guitar, well, you'd know he'd paid his dues, and he left us with a legacy of a wounded man's blues. And he's with me now, he's with me now. When I pick up my guitar, he is with me now. He's sitting on my shoulder, and he shows me how. He's a cherished angel, and he's with me now. Now you may think they have left us, but I beg to disagree. When I pick up my guitar, they are here with me. And if the music that I'm playing helps recall some of their heart, then I know for me that I've done my part. I had a friend who was a seeker, and he'd been out on the bum. He marched bravely to the beat of a different drum. He played just the notes that mattered, and you'd have loved to hear him sing. And when he played the guitar, you knew taste was king. And he's with me now, he's with me now. When I pick up my guitar, he is with me now. He's sitting on my shoulder, and he shows me how. He's a cherished angel, and he's with me now. Now you may have even heard these men, or maybe you did not, for the gifts that they gave far exceeded what they got. But it's woven in the fabric now, embedded in the line of music going on for all future time. And they're with me now, they're with me now. When I pick up my guitar, they are with me now. We stood upon their shoulders, they showed us how. They are cherished angels, and they're with me now. Cherished Angels. That song is about the Reverend Gary Davis, Steve Mann, and Jack McGann. All people who are in some way responsible. If you like these concerts, and I know a lot of you are regulars here, and so I assume you enjoy it, or else you're masochistic. Then part of that is owing to those three. And many others, including Bert Jansch, who our friend back here, let me get your name again. Sendobren mentioned. So I did a DVD on Bert Jansch's guitar style for Stefan Grossman's Guitar Workshop. And that's what he's referring to. But the idea of going through a sad time and being helped, I want to talk about a little, because last night I wrote a fan letter. I could probably count on Django Reinhardt's left hand the number of fan letters I've written in my life. But I wrote a fan letter to a guy named Niels Dollaire, and Niels Dollaire made a movie called The History of Future Folk. And I made it a point to put a link to it on Netflix in my on my profile page today, in case you'd like to go watch it. If you want something to lift your spirits up and just give you a lovely, lighthearted time for an hour and a half, this is just a lovely movie. If you love music if you have a good sense of humor, if you're not too snobby about movie stuff, go check it out, The History of Future Folk. And I wrote him a letter to thank him for helping me get through a really hard time, which I understand something about. Not just the pandemic, which is hard enough, but also personal tragedies. So go see History of Future Folk. It was recommended to me by an old friend, Charlie Hall, who died of glioblastoma a couple of years ago. And Charlie was a fine guitar player, a very funny, curmudgeonly sort of guy, who just said, he just said to me one time, go watch this movie. He said, don't ask me anything about it, just trust me. So I'll say the same thing to you. So I want to say hello to the Invisibles. The Invisibles list is growing. I may actually be able to access the list here. And as far as I know, Kate Mack, Kit Serikaku, Bill Rubenstein, Linda Worster, Joel Biget, Mario Prue, the guy who built this gorgeous guitar, and Kathleen Edelman didn't show up the other day too, so I'm not sure if that was a one-time thing or what. So anyhow, hello to all of you and any other Invisibles out there, people who don't show up on my feed here while I'm doing the show. Next thing up, somebody asked, somebody who went under the name, I can't remember the name he had. Oh, Lurk. He had the name Lurk, and he was on YouTube, and he asked about if I'd ever had trouble with carpal tunnel syndrome. And I'm not sure if he's lurking today. Maybe he is. I told him I'd answer him if I remembered to, but of course I didn't remember to, because that's how I roll. Hey, Peter Kramer's here. And all the rest he is. Okay. I have not had carpal tunnel syndrome. I do have a neurological problem with my right index finger, which I've discussed here ad nauseum. But as an acupuncturist, I've treated a lot of people with carpal tunnel syndrome, and some of them were musicians. And the one advice I'd give to musicians is to study everything you do on the guitar and find a way to do it with the least possible tension. Sometimes that'll be opting for a different, you might think you'd like to play this chord, and then maybe it would be better if you just opted for this. They're both C major sevens. And so you don't injure your hand. And also you might be using what we call in the guitar teaching world a death grip, which is that you're gripping the guitar 5 times as hard as you need to be gripping it. And one of the ways to test that is to put your finger on a note and start playing the note and start lightening up the tension with your finger, and lighten it up until it starts to do this, until it starts to buzz. And then you know that that's just a little bit more tension than that would hold the note down. And the people who really play, when you watch them play, they look like they're just dancing across the strings, because they're not death gripping the strings. So that's a kind of lifetime problem, because whenever we get tense and we're trying to perform well, we tend to go for the death grip thing. So, and Warren here says it's called the Alexander Technique, actually. And my dear late friend Freda Epstein taught the Alexander Technique, and we used to trade guitar lessons for Alexander Technique lessons. And Alexander Technique has a whole lot in common as a kind of modern reinvention of Tai Chi. So I'm right on that alley all the time. Advice for calluses, Toby: you just gotta put up with the pain until you get good calluses. But if you practice every day, even if it's just for 20 minutes or a half hour, then your calluses will be there and you'll be fine. And Claude says the death grip on the mandolin gave him tendinitis. He's lightened on it a lot, and which took some conscious effort. Claude is a fine guitar and mandolin player, by the way. Okay, so let's move on here. So what else do I have to announce? I'm going to be traveling from the 20th until the 27th. I may be back on the 27th. The fact that I'm traveling may or may not interfere with these concerts. So you'll have to kind of stay tuned and see if I can do them while I'm on the road, I will. And if I can't, then I won't. And then I'll be back on the 27th. I'll get back here, and then I have a live gig at Godfrey Daniels Coffee House. And let me see if I can pull that up here. There it is. So that's Dave's Night Out at Godfrey's on Wednesday, October 27th. If you are somewhere near Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, which in turn is very near Nazareth, where the Martin factory is, come on out. And it'll be a lovely evening. Dave's a funny, great guy, and we will talk, and I will play and answer questions, and it'll be all kinds of cool, okay? So that's the travel thing. I said hi to the Invisibles. I think I've done all my announcements. Tomorrow is Thursday. Martin McNeil is on usually sometime on Thursdays. Toby will tell you when, and in the chat. And then Friday I will be back at 3 p.m. and Bunny Barnes will be doing her twofer, I believe, at 4 p.m. And I think that's all of that. Now, there was another request the other day, and so I'm going to do that request as the instrumental today. So that's Autumn Leaves. Just the time of year for it. In fact, I spent about an hour and a half this morning churning up autumn leaves with my lawnmower. So I have one more for you today. You know, we might just want to tune this. Yeah. These drop Ds are tricky, as I've said before. Okay, that's as good as we're going to get. All right. Was homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. With 100 seamen he sailed away to the frozen ocean in the month of May, to seek a passage around the pole, where we poor sailors sometimes go. Through cruel hardships they mainly strove. The ship on mountains of ice was drove. Only the Eskimo in his skin canoe was the only one who ever came through. Baffin Bay, where the whale fishes blow, the fate of Franklin no man may know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell. Lord Franklin along with his sailors do dwell. Now my burden, it brings me pain. For my long-lost Franklin, I would cross the main. 10,000 pounds I would freely give to say on earth that my Franklin do live. That's Lord Franklin. Traditional, I believe, although it seems like somebody should have written it. So let me see who's here, if I missed anybody. And Carol Pred says, wow, I thought this was going to be Bob Dylan's Dream for sure. Well, Bob Dylan stole that melody from his British friends, from Martin Carthy and Ewan MacColl and all those British folk singers. Yves Crappé, hey, nice to see you. And Zap, I think I said hi to you. And Jeanette Pasqua's here. I will go back and read all of your comments in a little while. I have to teach a lesson after this, so it may take me a little while. So I want to thank you all for coming out. And as I mentioned, I will be back on Friday at 3 p.m. In the meantime, Martin McNeil tomorrow. Hey, Sartorius, nice to see you dropping in here. And I will sing you a little mantra. Maybe we'll just do our old ragtime mantra. Let me get some picks on, because I'm running a little late. I'm kind of ran over here with all my verbosity. Be happy, be healthy, be brave, and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap, and if you get cranky, take a nap. Be well, and I will hope to see you guys. Let's do just a little quick moment on the Halo cam there. I will hope to see you guys on Friday. Bye-bye.